Hello guys and welcome to another video, and today we're taking a look at Hot Toys Boba Fett Deluxe Edition quarter scale. Guys, I'm so happy to have this figure in my collection and I can't wait to show you all the details. But before we start, if you want to get this figure or any other collectibles, make sure you check out Comic Concepts. I put the link in the description below. Don't forget to use the code ComicConcepts10 and you can save 10% on your first purchase. Alright guys, enough with the talking, let's start with the unboxing. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, and here we have the box. As you can see, the front we have Boba Fett there. This is a quarter scale figure, that's why the box is huge. On the side there's nothing there. This is the back with all the curse and warning, small pieces, do not eat it. This is the other side of the box with the Star Wars logo at the bottom. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so now out of the packaging we have a very nice insert art, as you can see, with Boba Fett on the stairs. So looking very nice. I kind of like this type of insert art, if you ask me. So it looks pretty cool. That's Boba Fett, one quarter scale logo, and of course the Star Wars there. Then we have this cover here, which is a kind of like a black foam, and here we have quarter scale Boba Fett, and let me tell you, this thing looks huge and I can't wait to show you everything that this figure comes with. So let me show you Boba Fett to start this unboxing. So this is the figure, looking really nice. As you can see, it is very big. Underneath him we have the head sculpt and a bunch of accessories. Alright guys, so now let's take a closer look at the accessories. And here we have the base and the jetpack, and of course the fire effect. Now taking a closer look at the base itself, because there are a lot of things going on. You can see the side panel. I pretty much set it up for you so you can see everything in this shot, looking very nice. Now this is a light up feature, so we have a Type-C cable that I use for this particular base. As you can see, all the details on the side with the lighting, very nicely done. It is actually bright because I have the lights on, that's why it doesn't look that bright, but let me tell you, it is bright. So this is one side, and of course the other side with the stairs, which is nicely sculpted. So enough with this side, let's move on to the other side. You can see the brick looking very nice. The pattern, the detail, the texture is very nicely done on this particular base. And yes, it is big. I would probably say this base is probably about like 6-7 inches, maybe 5 to 6-7 inches tall. So it will give you some presence if you put the figure on the top. Now let's take a closer look at the other accessories. And as you can see, we have some holograms, we have the blaster, the rifle, the flame effect, the head sculpt, and a bunch of hands. Now there's a thing on the top that I have no idea what that is, so maybe you guys can help me. Now starting with the jetpack here, it looks very nice, as you can see here. So it looks very cool, nicely painted in green and some red patterns there. The bottom piece, you can actually move it up and down. And no, we don't have a effect that you can put on that jetpack, so it's kind of bummer. This is the back. It is not magnetic, but you have those little holes that you can put in the back of Boba Fett, and of course the missile on the top, which is removable, as you can see, nicely painted. And that's basically it. For the next one, we have the long rifle here. Now because this is a quarter scale, there's more room to wiggle, right? So the details are more present in this bigger piece, and it looks very nice, especially the handle and the paint application on the blaster. So it looks pretty cool, very nicely done. Now for the next one, we have the classic pistol here, and the handle is very nicely done. Seems to be wood, but it is not, obviously. It is plastic painted nicely, some weathering there, same as the cannon there, looking very nice with this metallic color there. And that's basically it. Now for the next accessory, guys, we have the flame effect that you can put on Boba Fett's gauntlet, and it looks pretty cool. This is a translucent, nicely painted, nicely sculpted piece. As you can see, it comes from lighter to darker, right? And that's it. I think it looks very nice. Alright guys, so now for the next accessory, we have the hologram effects, which are very cool actually. It's more detailed now that are bigger pieces. As you can see, we have the spaceship, we have the palace there, so it will look pretty cool if you put it on Boba Fett's gauntlet. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you everything in the posing section, and that's basically it for this. Now for the next one, we have a hand, so I'm gonna show you just two because it comes with a few hands. Nicely sculpted, as you can see. Love the detail on the gloves. You can see the stitches as well, nicely sculpted and painted, and that's basically it for the hands. Now for the next accessory, guys, we have this thing here, and honestly I don't know what this is, so if you know, please let me know in the comments below. It is just one piece, as you can see there, with some metallic color, and that's it. And last but not least, we have Boba Fett's head sculpt here, and let me tell you, this thing looks amazing. It is Temuera Morrison. As you can see, we have a lot of details going on the face, the wrinkles, the texture, very nicely painted. You can see the details on the ears as well, and of course on the neck, so very nicely done. I think this is one of the best head sculpts by Hot Toys so far. This is the back with more wrinkles and of course the veins on top of the head. You can see the shape very nicely done. This is the front with the eyes looking to the side, which is I'm not a big fan of, but it is what it is. And of course the top. And that's basically it. Now let's take a look at the figure. And here we have Boba Fett, guys, and let me tell you, my very first impression is very positive. The paint application throughout the figure is fantastic. You can see the details on the armor, the belt, the gauntlets, and of course the boots. Now let's see how tall this figure actually is, and Boba Fett is about 18 inches tall. Alright guys, so now let's take a closer look at the details here, and we're gonna start with the helmet. As you can see, very nicely painted. You can see a lot of things going on, especially those scratches and weathering throughout the helmet. You can see the T-visor there looking really good. This is the side with more weathering and of course scratches and details. It is painted in a nice green color with some like a burgundy color, if you will. This is the top with more scratches and details going on, and that's pretty much it, and it looks very nice. Now for the armor, we have these little two pieces here on the side and of course on the shoulders with a more kind of like a yellowish color. The front looks really nice as well. You can see the other side, and we have the Mandalore logo there. It looks pretty cool, and you can see more scratches and weathering on top too. Now for the belt, you can see the bullets there, and of course the gun holder there, and the details on the belt, which I think looks really nice. Now for the gauntlets here, you can see the paint application nicely done, especially with the weathering, and the hands nicely sculpted. On the other gauntlet, we have some wires connected to the suit, and I think that looks pretty cool. And as you can see here, proportion wise, this thing looks fantastic. You can see the pants and of course the knee guards there, which are more with like weapons, and of course the boots here, which is like two pieces, as you can see there. Now this is leather, so I don't know about the durability. Underneath we have some weathering. This is the side, this is the back, as you can see, and of course the belt on the top, and that's pretty much it. Now in the back you can see those little connectors there where you can put the jetpack, and it does look pretty cool, and I think you have a magnet there, and that's pretty much it. Now for articulation, you can move the head up and down and to the sides. This match, not bad. Ratchet joints on the arms, you can lift it forward like so. And of course you can put it backwards like that, and yes, it is ratcheted. Some swivel here, and you can bend the elbow for about this much, and the classic peg articulation on the hand, so not bad. Now for the torso, you have limited articulation. For the legs, you can do a split, also ratcheted joints. Some swivel here, you can lift the leg forward for about this much, and back just a little bit like that, as you can see here. Now for the knee, you can bend it for about this much, and you have some peg articulation on the feet up and down, and some swivel to the side, so not bad. Now let me show you the helmet with more detail here. As you can see, I detached the helmet. Now if you remove this, you have a lot of details inside the helmet, and let me tell you, it looks very nice. It looks like leather, to be honest with you, but it is plastic, nicely sculpted, nicely painted. You can also see the stitches and more details inside the helmet. Now moving on to the head sculpt here. So this is how will Boba Fett look with Temuera Morrison's head sculpt, and let me tell you, it does look amazing. I think the paint application is fantastic, as I mentioned before. The proportions are really nice. The only thing that maybe I don't like is the fact that Boba Fett is looking to the side. That's something that I'm not a big fan and I really don't like. But other than that, I think the head sculpt is really good, as you can see here. The top looking fantastic with the armor, and everything else looks really good. Same as proportion, I have no issues whatsoever with this figure. I mean, look at it, looks really, really nice. Alright guys, enough with this, let's do some poses. My final thoughts about this figure is actually very positive. Starting with the likeness, I think this is a really good representation of Boba Fett as seen in the Book of Boba Fett. The likeness on the head sculpt is simply amazing. I mean, it is Temuera Morrison. The only thing that I don't like is that he's looking to the side, but other than that, I think the head sculpt is fantastic. In terms of the armor, it's nicely painted with this green and burgundy color. The amount of accessories is very decent. We have the blaster, we have the rifle, and so many other accessories. Now, the selling point on this thing is the base. It is huge. It is USB power lighted up. You can light it up with the Type-C adapter. And other than that, I think this is a really good figure. And because of that, my final score is 9 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, guys, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, Manafak Collectibles, TikTok, Manafak Collectibles, and Facebook group 6 Scale Media. For anything related, 1/6 scale figures, both links in the description below. And if you have some time, check out these 2 cool videos. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.